It amazes me how the switch of a word can change the minds of millions. We're talking the difference between reparations and weaponization. The American government denied Black Americans reparations for decades, but somehow conveniently, the Trump administration have found ways to justify by switching the word to weaponization. This weaponization fund is supposedly being used for US citizens that were mistreated by the government. Now, when you think of mistreatment by the government, that's exactly what Black Americans endured. However, continuously denied under the title of reparations. So, since the government and this administration wants to call the fund weaponization, it's time for every Black American, every American that was mistreated by the government, whether it was legally, financially, mentally, or physically. According to Trump and his administration, every American should complete an application to gain access to this $1.8 billion slush fund. Here's a clip where JD Vance explains who's eligible for a piece of the pie that Trump and his administration has just baked up.
Well, let me say a couple things about that. First of all, you said $1.8 billion, and it's important for people to realize we're not just writing a $1.8 billion check. We're going to take a lot of people who are going to apply and say that they have been mistreated by their government. We're going to handle those situations case by case. And if we determine they were, in fact, mistreated by their government, we think it's reasonable to give them just compensation. But when you talk about funds and pots of money that are out there, I mean, thanks to Donald Trump's leadership and the working families tax cut, we put $40 billion into a rural health care fund in order to stop the closure, or at least prevent some closure, of rural hospitals and rural clinics that had been decimated under the Biden administration. We had a piece of tax legislation that put hundreds of billions of dollars into the pockets of families. No taxes on Social Security, no taxes on overtime, no taxes on tips. So I reject the idea that we can't walk and chew gum at the same time. We can give just compensation to people who are mistreated by the government. We can also make sure that the American people, we do everything that we can to make their lives better, to make them more prosperous, to give them better jobs. That is the primary focus of Donald J. Trump's White House. That's the question all of us ask every single day is, how do we make our fellow citizens more prosperous? We can do that while also taking care of people who were mistreated by the last administration.
And as always, if you enjoyed this content to the end of the video, comment down below on your feelings about how government is switching the name just to justify the means. And don't forget to like the video and turn on those post notifications so you'll be notified when I upload my next video. And always remember to follow me for more controversial topics.